This audio is rated 15 due to graphic violence and adult themes, which are not suitable for a younger audience.
As you can see, gentlemen, by applying pressure here, we stem the bleeding. Do note that it is a vein we are holding. If by some disastrous consequence I have nicked an artery, I would not be present as calm a manner to you. So, now we will stitch the patient, and there will be 3 layers of stitching. No need to make it pretty. Well, maybe the last layer could be. So they can be presented well once all is healed, of course. Right. That's that done. Any questions? I take your silence as an indication that there are no questions wanting to be asked. So, gentlemen, that is how this procedure is done. Thank you for attending today's theatre. Please do not loiter around the patient. Thank you. Connor, go and clean Mr. Spice here up and take him to Ward 3. That's a good lad.
Well, that went well.
I do wish you wouldn't keep coming here, Jane. It's not a place for a lady.
None of your viewers seem to mind.
You only get away with it because you're my wife.
You missed a spot.
Oh?
Just under the bench.
Ah, yes.
I have a question.
I knew you would. Go on.
Do they feel it?
Feel it?
The process. Do they feel the process as you work away?
I never thought to ask.
Also, Mr. Spice, wasn't he the man who...
Had a kidney removed? Yes.
He lived to tell the tale.
For now, at least.
Did you notice he had a yellow pigment?
Yes, and I know what you're going to say. Now, stop and go home. You have staff to monitor and a house to keep.
You knew when we married I would never be that sort of wife.
At least try to be.
And when will you be home?
I have some errands to run, so I probably won't be home until late.
Errands in Whitechapel?
Jane, stop.
But why Whitechapel? Why do you always end up over there?
There are many poor over there in need of a doctor.
You really expect me to believe...
Home now.
Quick question first.
Woman.
Do you still love me, Julian?
Of course I do. What a ridiculous question.
Maybe you should tell me once in a while then.
Jane Lloyd, my wife and my beloved, I love you.
Was that really so hard?
Well?
Yes, I love you too. Now be careful out in those slums.
I will.
My dear Alice, I know it's late, but could I possibly have some tea?
Of course, miss. Was it chilly out this evening?
Oh, very much.
Did the bath help?
Of course, thank you.
I'll go fill a pot, miss. Evening, Henry.
All right, Alice, you good?
Oh, Madam upstairs wants a cuppa.
So what were you saying about her coming back all covered in dirt?
Oh, yeah. Lord knows where she's been, but her boots were soaked in thick black mud and her hands were as black as soot.
Sounds like she took a trip over to where our master goes when he's seeing to those thugs in Whitechapel. You know, ain't no road, just mud, dirt and disease.
Yeah, maybe. Why would she head over that way, though?
Because she's a nosy bitch who doesn't trust her husband.
Nah, that master's a respectable gentleman.
I wouldn't hold that fact too close to your heart.
And here's another thing. She looked... How would I describe it? Manic, shocked, but gleeful.
What sort of thing would lead from that?
Ruddy awful evening.
Oh, how come?
I'll grab a cup as well, Alice.
Of course, sir.
I was at the workhouse when one of my patients came running in.
What had happened?
She had been stabbed several times in the legs and lower half of her body. I shan't go into details.
No, please continue, Julian. Did you help the poor woman?
Thank you, Alice. I think it was done by someone using a pocket knife. The cuts were shallow, you see.
Oh, may I be excused, sir? Ma'am.
Yes, of course, Alice. Get yourself to sleep, girl. It's late.
Thank you, sir.
Was this woman in pain?
There was a lot of blood, my dear.
I see. Was an artery slashed then?
Oh no, I think she will make a full recovery.
This woman?
Her name was Annie Millward.
Annie. Did she see her attacker?
All she saw was a cloak and a top hat.
Which could describe most men in London.
Exactly.
Any more news from Whitechapel?
Other than that, it was a pretty box-standard evening.
I say, though, have you been to one of those slum tours?
Oh, yes. Myself and Timmy went just last week. How do they manage it all? The poor, I mean.
Have you visited Jane?
Julian is often over there. He returns with many tales.
Oh, but you must visit yourself. It's frightfully thrilling.
When I visited, there was a woman sprawled out on a wall with her legs wide open. She could hardly keep her eyes open. As drunk as a skunk.
They shag everywhere and anywhere. Ooh, horrible beings.
I can't see them having much joy around them.
And a quickie down an alleyway helps with that.
Oh, Victoria, you are quite rude.
Julian says they are riddled with disease.
That's why if we go to visit, you must ensure you wear gloves and take a scarf.
Oh, yes. A scarf is very necessary. Ugh, the smell.
Did your husbands tell you of the stabbing?
Stabbings? Which one?
That's just an everyday recurrence in the East End, is it not?
Especially for the lower class of women.
Julian informed me that there was a tremendous amount of blood. She had been stabbed many times, mainly in her torso. I asked if the wound was arterial, but Julian...
I think that's quite enough of that conversation, Jane. I do not come for tea to talk about the insides of people only my husband should see.
Yes. Neither of us have the stomachs you do to watch their work. Ooh. No, I don't do blood or guts or anything like that. Makes me feel quite queasy.
Yes, of course. Please excuse me. More tea? Take a trip to Whitechapel, they say. If only they knew. But where would the fun be then? Right, time for my disguise. Makes a change, no whore to scare off this evening. Let's get this dress off and throw on Julian's garb. Wonder who'll be begging me for work this evening. One has to question why we can't just dress like this all the time. Trousers and shirts are so much more comfortable. Damn corset lace, undo! I still can't believe Julian saw the girl from before. But damn, my poor handiwork, I could have sworn I sliced an artery. Oh well, guess that comes with practice. Right, penknife, and Julian's old bayonet. Shit. They didn't see me. Good. I'll leave my clothes here for now. I'll collect them later. Time to admire the slums.
I would have thought a good Catholic girl like you would have preferred a cup of tea than a glass of ale.
I said I were Catholic. I never said I was a good Catholic now, did I?
You are a cheeky mare.
Oh, hush, you love it.
Another?
Go on then.
Hey, how much do you charge?
Are you calling me a whore, sir?
How much?
Depends on what you want. How about we go somewhere more quiet and talk it over?
Go on then.
Alright, who's up for... Where have they gone?
What do you mean my prices are too much? I'll have you know I'm a bargain.
I can get a better looking, cheaper whore down Dorset Street. Keep your corset on, love.
You military men are all the same. Stuck-up bastards.
Oi, hold your tongue, whore.
Bit harsh.
Find a new profession, love.
Uptight twat! Guess I ain't getting any lodgings this evening then. Oh well. Just about got enough for another ale. Wait a minute. Is that another customer in the distance? Hey, mate! Fancy a tug? Oh. The silent type, I see. Huh? You want me to come to you? Fair enough. You want me on the stairs? Look, I'm enjoying the silent act, but we do need to discuss...
I thought about that blow. Might be a bit off, though. It's rather dark in here.
Who? Get off me!
Shh. No. Need to keep the noise down. Otherwise, I won't hear.
Won't hear what? Ah, fuck, that hurts.
You don't shut it, I will only make it worse.
What are you doing?
I'm listening to the air rush out of your lungs through the puncture. I hit my spot, yes.
Whoever you are, you're...
I did say to shut it, now be quiet. Most of these rooms are empty, I checked beforehand. But we can't have the police seeing the mess you're in now, can we?
Why are you...
Call it curiosity.
I can't...
Breathe. Yeah, your lungs are flooding with blood. So, now I either leave you to drown or I end it.
Please... I can't...
Well, that didn't last anywhere near as long as I would have liked. You dirty whore with your blood running out into the pavement. You ruined my plans. Spoil sport. Well, I made a mess of you, Martha Tarbram. Oh, damn it. I should have gloated at the information I have on you. Damn it, Jane. Oh well, maybe next time. Well, my husband won't be able to help you now, pretty thing. I think you're a bit beyond his medical help now. God, I wish I had been able to hear the breath rushing out through your chest for longer. How invigorating. Good night.
Right, if I can get in early enough, then I can... What the fuck? Hello? Hello, miss? Hello? Oh, Lord, please just be kipping. Hello? Hello, miss? Oh, shit, you definitely ain't napping. Police! Help! Police! Police! Police, sir! Police!
Alright, quit saying police and show me what's up, lad.
This way, officer. It ain't pleasant, I'll warn you now.
I've seen many things on this beat. Takes a lot to shock me.
I thought she was sleeping.
Well, judging by all the blood, she ain't. Blimey, someone's made a mess of her. Any clue who she is, lad?
Never seen her before in my life, sir.
Have you moved her? Touched her?
No, I came straight to you.
Good, good. Now, while I check the scene, I need you to fetch Dr. Colleen. You'll find him at 68 Brick Lane. You got that, lad?
Yes, sir.
Good. Go then. Right then, what have we got?
Interesting morning read. Bored of the newspapers, are you?
It's a medical directory.
Oh, for whom?
A Whitechapel incident.
Oh, has there been another?
They happen far more often than reported. But this one has taken my interest.
How so?
She's a patient of mine, Martha Tarbram.
May I see the report?
Even I'm not meant to have this, so probably best not.
Oh, this jam is lovely. I believe Alice got it from a different wholesaler this time.
Ah, I see. Fine, I'll read you the report.
I knew such a dull subject would reel you in.
It's more than a subject of strawberry jam doesn't mix well with the analysis of stab wounds.
No, I guess not.
So Martha was stabbed more than 40 times.
Wow, that many. Sorry, do go on.
There are no patterns as to where she was stabbed. It all seems very random. All cuts were made with a penknife, except one. It bound directly through her left lung. That was caused by a dagger or some kind of a bayonet.
I see. Was it that killed her?
No. One wound was through the heart. So we can pretty much conclude that was the cause of death.
And your interest is only because she was your patient?
Martha was a troubled woman. A widow and a drunk.
I see. How are your eggs?
Oh, delightful. What are your plans for the day?
Well, I know you have theatre later, so I was hoping...
No. I've already told you. You're forbidden to attend those anymore. Not my words, I must add. Yes, I have thrown upon you seeing such things, but it is the hospital's owner who has banned you.
The hospital's owner is a bore of a man who has no wife or children to occupy him. Therefore, he has no distractions.
Whereas I have you to distract me.
I wouldn't say I'm a distraction.
Actually, Jane, I've been thinking. We've been married for...
You're going to bring up children again, aren't you?
We said we would wait until you were, let's say mentally stable.
I was not registered insane, Julian. You almost make it sound as if I was condemned to bedlam.
You weren't well. But now you are. I think children would make both our lives happier.
I'll have a think about it, okay?
Even that answer is better than no. Maybe you should spend time with Victoria or Maggie. Spend time with little Timmy.
Little Timmy is a spoilt brat.
And if we have a son, I would treat him the exact same. It's not spoiling, it's love.
If you say so.
Oh, well, at least it's a nice day for it.
We would be out here whether it were a nice day or not.
All I'm saying is, we need to enjoy the good weather while we can. Here, Henry. What do you reckon this is on her ladyship's skirt?
What? The red mark?
Yeah.
It's just the jam from breakfast the other day. Has to be. Why? What's your reckoning?
I'm not sure.
You reckon she's being off again?
You weren't there last time, Henry. She was more than a little off.
I've heard the stories of how she would lure in animals and cut them open.
She claimed it was experimental.
You think that red mark's blood? Don't you?
Oh, I'm probably just overthinking.
The hospital discharged her, Alice. She's better now.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
No need to apologise, but if you think she's starting to drift down that path again, the best person to talk to is his lordship.
Mary, you really need to lay off the booze. I told you the damage it can cause.
Yes, Doctor. I know. I know. Here, what do you think of me new hat? Ain't it jolly?
Did you steal it?
No, Doctor. Bought it. With my own coppers.
Well, that's good. Right, swear to me that no more booze tonight. I'm not returning to this doss house on Flower and Dean later purely to stitch you up again.
I promise.
Well, nice weather didn't stick around for long, did it? Do you have money for a bed, Mary? Here.
There's no need for that, Doctor. I can just find some business.
And get crabs again? No. Take the money and get into the dry.
Yes, Doctor.
Right. I best be off. I need to pop by the workhouse. Apparently there was a bit of a ruckus.
Night, Doctor. Fuck it. Another gin won't hurt. Oh, that ain't fair. I was just warming myself by the doss house fire.
You know the rules, Mary Anne Nicholas. No money, no room.
Well, I'll get those pennies. I've got this jolly bonnet. Everyone wanting a hobby drawn in. Mark my words. Fucking twat. All right. Let's get to work.
What's that on the other side of the road? It's a bundle of tarpaulin.
Come and look over here. There's a woman.
What?
Here.
In the bundle, I thought it was tarpaulin.
Anything but, sir. Look.
Oh no. I believe she's dead. This must be her bonnet. Such a pretty hat.
I think she's breathing. But it's very little if she is.
Look at the mess of her. There's no way she could have survived such a slaughter. Help me arrange her skirts. At least give her some dignity.
Should we fetch a policeman, sir?
Yes. Yes, I think we should.
Such a fine, jolly bonnet. Paid by my husband, no less. Damn whores. Get out from under my nails. I swear, blood stains everything it touches.
The way the artery pump was strangely satisfying. Hush, Jane. Those sorts of thoughts must remain in your head.
Oh no, not again. This woman's truly insane. I won't jump the gun though. I'll watch and wait. Then when I have the evidence and the master doesn't dismiss the notion.
Dear Alice, is that you?
Yes, milady. I was coming to see if you were done bathing.
Yes, of course. You may bring the towel now.
Right away, miss.